Right now, Mike and I are going to look at Ford's brand new Excursion.
The Excursion gained a certain amount of notoriety because of its large size, even before it hit the showrooms. It is large, but it also has a large amount of room for passengers and cargo, and a large capacity for towing and carrying heavy weight.
In other words, if you need the kind of capabilities this truck has, then you will feel the size is just about right. And in fact, though it is the largest SUV on the road, it's substantially smaller than most full-size crew cab pickups.
The Excursion comes only with 4 doors, and with a choice of 2 or 4-wheel drive. You can select from V8, V10, or diesel V8 engines, which are all mated to a 4-speed automatic transmission.
Our test vehicle is a 4-wheel drive model with a V10 engine that puts out 310 horsepower and 425 pound-feet of torque. That was enough to move the big Excursion down the road pretty easily, while returning about 12.5 miles per gallon for us.
The Excursion has its roots in the hard-working Super Duty series of Ford pickups, and that really suits this SUV's mission in life to move lots of people and or cargo under tough conditions.
The heavy-duty nature means that you shouldn't expect a buttery smooth ride or sports car handling. It certainly works well enough, but you won't forget for a minute that this vehicle is designed for serious work.
And though our limited model was certainly nicely equipped, it doesn't have the same kind of passenger pampering luxury feel of some other SUVs designed more for comfort than work.
Our Excursion Limited 4x4 has a base price of $40,205 and an as-tested price of $40,955, which seemed reasonable for the level of equipment and capabilities. Neither Mike or I were very fond of the front seat comfort. They seemed to be overstuffed and had a lack of lateral support. That combined with the fact that when you wanted to brace yourself with your left foot, the floor kind of fell away, making it very difficult to do so. A couple things we'd like to see an improvement on.
As you'd expect in a vehicle as large as this Excursion, there's plenty of room inside to stretch out and relax. And that goes for whether you're in the front seat, the rear seat, or even way back in the third seat.
We liked a lot of things about the outside mirrors on the Excursion. Consistent with its siblings in the Super Duty line of trucks, the belt line drops away. This allows the rather large outside mirrors to be mounted lower, giving you good visibility over them, and they're heated for severe weather conditions.
Dual sun visors do a good job of help keeping the sun out of your eyes, whether it's in the front or on the side. Only thing is, you taller drivers that keep the seat all the way back are going to miss having an extension to cover the rest of the window when the sun's on the side.
As we're finding more and more, the rear seat passengers will have their own ventilation, heating, and air conditioning controls, radio controls, and there's even a 12-volt outlet back here in case they brought their own Game Boy or CD player.
If you're transporting lots of thirsty passengers, you're going to be happy to find all the cup holders inside this Excursion. You've got 4 in the center console, 2 more in the dash, 2 more in the center rear armrest, and even more for the third seat passengers.
We were happy with the fact that Ford carried out its thought process in the fact that this was a vehicle designed to carry things, whether that was people or cargo. And they gave you lots of little storage compartments for carrying some of the smaller items. The center armrest had a big compartment, there were some small compartments underneath it, and in the dash, and both front doors had quite large dual map pockets that we both very much liked and appreciated.
The Excursion's tailgate arrangement kind of gives you the best of both worlds. You have the large single upper glass, which gives you a nice unobstructed view to the rear, and you have a split lower portion, which is very easy to manage and extremely handy if you have a trailer in tow that's hooked up to the hitch. You can still access the cargo area. And if you need even more space, it's very easy to unlatch these doors and flip them all the way out to the sides so you can take advantage of the full width of the cargo opening.
I was disappointed to find out that the third seat in the Excursion only had the option of having the backrest up or down, or you could remove the seat entirely. I would have thought it would have been better to be able to flip the third seat forward like this to give you more cargo area. But doing this only allowed you to remove the seat. It wasn't secured in this position.
You'll find a nice, generous cargo area behind the third seat, and you'll also find tie-down hooks to help keep your load in place and a 12-volt outlet to plug accessories into.
You know, for an SUV that works as hard and plays as hard as the Excursion does, I was disappointed with the roof rack that it came with. The crossbars actually rest on the roof, something that I don't think I'd want to put too much gear on top of. So if you're one of those people that do carry things on top of your vehicle, whether that's bikes, kayaks, or whatever, there's at least two things that I think you ought to invest in. One of them is a little step ladder so you can get your stuff up here, and the second one is probably an aftermarket roof rack system that attaches to the existing rails.
We found the Excursion to be a pretty nice vehicle if you have to transport lots of people and lots of stuff through rugged conditions. But if you don't have to utilize those high capacities on a regular basis, you might find that the smaller Expedition can fill most of your needs with a higher level of comfort and luxury in the bargain.
If you do need all that the Excursion offers, then quite simply, nothing else will do.